Hello students, welcome back to today's English online class. Today we'll be covering a poem from class 6 English Honeysuckle book. The name of the poem is A House, a Home. So before moving into the detailed explanation of the poem, it is very important for us to know about the poet. So here the poem A House, a Home has been composed by Lorraine Halli, who is often known as Lorraine M. Halli. Lorraine M. Halli is an American poet who was born on 8th of December in 1921 in USA. Her writing style is simple yet thought-provoking. In this poem, A House, a Home, the poet aims to make a clear distinction between a house and a home. So this is all about the poet. Now let us move on to the poem. First of all, look at the title of the poem. What is the title of the poem? The title of the poem is A House, a Home. So here a question comes to our mind, why the poet used these two words, a house and a home, in order to define the poem. The poet could have used any of the word, either a house or a home, isn't it? But why the poet used both these words? So to know more about this, let us move on to the poem. In this poem, the poet has explained the difference between a house and a home. A house and a home, they are not the same thing. They differ in many ways. Okay. Even the poet also elaborates on the role the family members play in a home. So now let us look at the poem. A house, a home. What is a house? It's brick and stone and wood that's hard, some window glass and perhaps a yard. It's eaves and chimneys and tile floors and stucco and roof and lots of doors. So what is a house? A house is made up of bricks, stones and hard wood. Some window glass and perhaps a yard. What do you mean by yard? Yard means a garden or a corridor outside the house. It's eaves and chimneys. Eaves. Eaves is a part of the roof that hangs out over the walls in order to provide shade. It's eaves and chimneys. Chimneys means basically a chimney is a pipe which takes smoke from the fire. And tile floors and stucco and roof and lots of doors. Stucco means fine plaster. So in the first stanza, the poet is explaining about the ingredients or about the materials that is used in order to make a house. The poet says that a house is made up of bricks, stones and hard wood. The house has fine paints, window glass, doors, corridors, roofs and tile floors. Even it has open space for gardening. It is only a building where people can live. Thus, we can say that a house is completely a non-living thing. Why it is only a non-living thing? Because it is only a constructed building which is made up of these things like bricks, stones, then hardwood which has doors, windows, corridors, etc. So we can say that a house is a building or it is a non-living thing where only people live. Now let us move on to the second stanza. What is a home? It's loving and family and doing for others. It's brothers and sisters and fathers and mothers. It's unselfish acts and kindly sharing and showing your loved ones you are always caring. So here in the second stanza, the poet tells us about a home. The poet here explains about the nature of a home and what makes a house a home. Even the poet here describes that a home is made with living beings. That is, a home is made with family members like fathers, mothers, brothers, sisters, etc. So these family members, they together called as a beautiful family and they together make a home. So home is basically made up of full of happiness, where all the family members, they act without any selfish interest. And all the family members, they wish to work for each other. They wish to work for each other's happiness. They share their feelings with each other and even they also share lots of love, care and understanding. So, home is a place which consists of family members where there is love, where there is care, where there is happiness. So, their love and care for each other, for whom? For each family members, that is what makes a house a home. So, this is all about the poem. So, the poet here tells that, basically the poet here explains about the difference between a house and a home. So, according to the poet, a house is made up of living things like bricks, stones, wood and glass, where there is no emotions, there is no feelings, there is no mutual understanding, only it is a construction of a building. Whereas home is a place which consists of family members, where these family members, they share a mutual understanding, they share the love, care, happiness as well as understanding. So this is all about the poem. Thank you.